Peace be upon you. God willing, going to play an audio clip from a YouTube video. And just to give you a little background in regards to the video, basically some people, they went and they put an ad in the newspaper for a job opening. And then they conducted video interviews with each participant. And this is the recording of those interviews. And inshallah, afterwards, we'll talk about what we listened to and look at some of the verses in regards to it.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well. Have you ever done one of these interviews over the camera before?
No.
Well, let me tell you a little bit about the job to get started with. It's not just a job, it's sort of probably the most important job. The title that we have going right now is Director of Operations, but it's really kind of so much more than that. Responsibilities and requirements are really quite extensive. First category for the requirements would be mobility. This job requires that you must be able to work standing up most or really all of the time, constantly on your feet, constantly bending over, constantly exerting yourself, a high level of stamina.
Okay.
That's a lot.
For how many hours?
135 hours to unlimited hours a week. It's basically 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
I'm sure you'll have a chance from time to time to maybe just sit down here and there, yeah?
You mean like a break?
Yeah.
No, there are no breaks available.
Is that even legal?
Oh, yeah, of course, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so like no lunch?
You can have
or-
lunch, but only when the associate is done eating their lunch.
I think that's a little intense.
No,
Not possible.
that's crazy.
Now, this position requires excellent negotiation and interpersonal skill. We're really looking for someone that might have a degree in medicine, in finance, and the culinary arts. You must be able to wear several hats. Associate needs constant attention. Sometimes they have to stay up with an associate throughout the night. Being able to work in a chaotic environment, if you had a life, we'd ask you to sort of give that life up. No vacations. In fact, Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, and holidays, the workload is going to go up, and we demand that with a happy disposition.
That's almost cruel. That's almost a very, very sick, twisted joke.
But when there's time to sleep or...
Oh, no time to sleep.
Yeah, all-encompassing almost.
That's exactly right.
365 days a year?
Yes.
No, that's inhumane.
That's very insane.
The meaningful connections that you make and the feeling that you get from really helping your associate are immeasurable. Also, let's cover the salary. The position is going to pay absolutely nothing.
Excuse me?
No. Nobody's doing that for free.
Yeah,
You're
pro
crazy.
bono, completely for free.
No.
What if I told you there's someone that actually currently holds this position right now? Billions of people, actually.
Who?
Moms.
Yeah.
Yeah. Moms.
That's awesome.
Oh.
And they meet every requirement, don't
wow.
Oh my God. Moms are the best.
Yeah, there's no pay. They're 24 hours. They're always there.
Now I'm thinking about my mom.
they? Yeah, and what are you thinking about her?
I'm thinking about all those nights and everything.
Thank you so much for everything you do. I know it doesn't seem like I appreciate all of it, but I definitely do.
So, Mom, I want to say thank you for everything that you've done. I love you very much. You've been there through thick and thin. My mom is just awesome. She's awesome.
Inshallah, you guys enjoyed that audio. So the reason that we played the audio is because today is Mother's Day in the United States. It's a day that we give thanks for the hard work, the love, the care that our mothers provided for us. And it's something that we can all be appreciative for, because every single human being has a mother. And if you want to watch the full video, you can go on YouTube and type in toughest job, and it should be the first video that pops up. And I highly recommend to watch the actual video, because seeing the responses of the candidates when they're applying for the job, and it's not only comical and humorous, but it's very thought-provoking, because it's true. We really don't take the full grasp of what it entails to be a mother. The hardship, the long nights, the birthing process, the pregnancy, and then the years and years of love and care that they provide. And it's something that it's so easy to take for granted. And just to stop, to reflect, to think about all the hardship and the love and the care that our parents provided for us, and specifically our mothers, it's something that we can never be thankful enough. And in 1678 it reads, "God brought you out of your mother's bellies knowing nothing, and He gave you the hearing, the eyesight, and the brains that you may be appreciative." I don't think there's any other creature on this planet that is born more defenseless than the human being. You think about this, that the human child, when they're born, they can't even hold their head up, right? If it wasn't for someone bringing them food or fending for them or keeping them warm, there's no way they would be able to survive. And it's such a grueling process, but God created it in such a way that provides, puts love inside the mother and the father to care for this child. That despite the poopy diapers and the long nights and the crankiness and the crying, that they feel so much love and compassion towards this child, to the point that they're willing to put the priorities of the child above their own. And you think about it, there's no other more selfless act than making that the active choice and taking on the responsibility of bringing up another child, to put the priorities of that child over your own. And it really teaches us in the sense of what it means to love. Because there is no other love on this planet that can compare to what a mother has for a child. Because that child is literally a part of them. Something that, if it wasn't for their taking the initiative to care for it, to feed it, to put it to sleep, to do all these thankless years of work, to see this individual to grow, to God willing have their own children, it's a beautiful process. And it's one of these things it's quite awesome that God created a system that we're all brought into this world as as babies, children, and we grow to God willing be adults, only to God willing have our own children, and to be able to experience it from both sides of the spectrum. And I came to realize from a lot of people that when you have your own children, all of a sudden your appreciation for your own parents grows exponentially, because all of a sudden you get to see it firsthand. Because obviously most of us don't remember, what it was like when we were a newborn, the first years of our lives, and being able to experience that, all the work and the hardship that went along to raise this child. And it's something that makes us absolutely appreciative for our parents and for God providing us with such a system. In 31:14 it says, "We enjoined the human being to honor his parents. His mother bore him, and the load got heavier and heavier. It takes 2 years of intensive care until weaning. You shall be appreciative of me and of your parents. To me is the ultimate destiny." And it's something that we have to be thankful for God for providing us with parents, right? For providing us with a mother who basically is going to give herself for the sake of her children. And it's such a thankless, awesome, selfless act. And it's something that we shouldn't take for granted, and we should be absolutely appreciative. And it's easy to roll our eyes or get upset or talk back at our parents. And God is advocating in very strong language that we shouldn't do that. And in 17:23 it says, "Your Lord has decreed that you shall not worship except Him, and your parents shall be honored. As long as one of both of them live, you shall never say to them, 'Oof,' the slightest gesture of annoyance, nor shall you shout at them. You shall treat them amicably." And, we shouldn't even make the slightest gesture of annoyance towards our parents. They might say something that, we don't agree with or we think is silly or whatnot, but it's our responsibility to honor them, to respect them, and to be appreciative for them for all the hard work and the love and the care that they put in to try to bring us up the best that they could. And in 46:15 it reads, "We enjoined the human being to honor his parents. His mother bore him arduously, gave birth to him arduously, and took intimate care of him for 30 months. When he reaches maturity and reaches the age of 40, he should say, 'My Lord, direct me to be appreciative of the blessings you have bestowed upon me and upon my parents, and to do the righteous works that please you. And let my children be righteous as well. I have repented to you. I am a submitter.'" So, God willing, let's be thankful for our parents and the love and the care that they provide. And just think about all those nights that they had to put you to sleep, change your diaper, get you out of trouble, help with your schoolwork, drive you to class, do all these things for your benefit, and at their own expense of their own desires. Because you come from, when you don't have a child, you have pretty much absolute freedom. You can come and go as you please. You can wake or sleep when you please. And then all of a sudden, all that is flipped upside down when you have a child, because now you're no longer living on your own day to day. You're living on correspondence to what your child needs. If your child's hungry, they become the priority. If your child, wakes up in the middle of the night, you have to wake up in the middle of the night. And it's a ton of responsibility, but God created a system where through this responsibility, He basically fosters this love, this deep love that a parent has towards a child. And it's something that, we have to be appreciative for. We have to be thoughtful for. And reach out today to your mother. Tell her you love her. Tell her all you appreciate all the hard work and love and care that she's put. And realize that, they're trying to raise you the best that they can due to the circumstances that they have. And ultimately, these interactions that take place is for your benefit. And it's to bring out, your true character. And these are life lessons for us, and it's ways that we can grow. And it's something that we should always be appreciative for. So God willing, we're going to stop there. If you guys got any comments or questions, hit us up at QuranTalk@gmail.com or on Twitter at TalkQuran. And also, we set up a website where we're basically keeping track of our Quran studies and some of the topics that are brought up there and there. And you can check that out at QuranStudy19.com. Again, that's QuranStudy19.com, where you can see the notes from the Quran studies. And one other project that we're also working on is each month Master Tucson releases a newsletter called the Submitter's Perspective. So God willing, we're going to be playing the Submitter's Perspective, doing the newsletter and audio podcast, and you can check that out. We just launched it. It's called Submitter's Perspective, and you can find it on iTunes. And inshallah, check it out, and hopefully you guys will like it. Till next time, peace. God bless.